Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Can I ever feel? Can you ever feel how it's from this side, from this inside? Inside. GHT or DE. Inside. Inside. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. When I watch myself in a replay, it feels different. Yes, of course. Because now I'm experiencing this from inside. From inside. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So talking about experiencing from inside. How did Lord Chaitanya experience Krishna? How did he experience Radharani? How did he experience being devotee? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. We can give a theoretical answer that's from outside, or we can experience some inside. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This mixture of feelings I experience right now, I am experiencing sing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Evening Rag. This word mellow, mellow. Evening mellow, evening rag. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. shout it from the rooftops. No need to become naked. No need to hide. No need to share. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I want to know when I open up a book, or in modern times it's called a file. When I open up, what will I find if I do it intuitively? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda. This is Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati's Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. The nectar moon of Sri Chaitanya Chandramrita. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chapter 1. Let us glorify the boundlessly merciful Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Prince of Raj, to taste the intoxicating sweet waves of the nectar of transcendental love for Krishna, as well as to give that nectar to others. He has now appeared in the transcendental abode of Navadvip as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One who is untouched by any piety, who is completely absorbed in irreligion, or who has never received the merciful glance of the devotees, or been to any holy place sanctified by them, will still ecstatically dance, loudly sing, and even roll about the ground when he becomes intoxicated by tasting the nectar of the transcendental mellows of pure love of God given by Lord Chaitanya. Let me therefore glorify that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Not attainable by the faithful performers of pious deeds, not understood by those engaged in austerity, meditation and yoga, not guessed by those absorbed in detachment, renunciation or prayers, and unknown even to the devotees full of love for Lord Govinda. The secret of pure devotional service has been revealed by the holy name during Lord Gaura's advent. Let me glorify that Lord Gaura. Whether seen, touched, glorified, remembered, bowed down to from afar, or worshipped, Sri Chaitanya gives the nectar of pure love of Krishna to his devotees. Let me glorify Sri Chaitanya, the merciful Supreme Personality of Godhead. For those who have attained the merciful sidelong glance of Lord Gaura, impersonal liberation becomes as palatable as going to hell. The heavenly cities of impersonal liberation the heavenly cities of the demigods become as real as flowers. Imagined to float in the sky. The heavenly cities of the demigods become as real as flowers imagined to float in the sky. The poisonous fangs of the untamable black snakes of the senses become broken. The whole world becomes full of joy, and Brahma, Indra, and all the great demigods become like tiny insects. Let us glorify that Lord Gaura. When Lord Gaura Chandra's devotees, who are worshipped even by the demigods, drink the wonderful sweet nectar of the bliss of pure love of God that flows from the lotus flower of Lord Gaura Chandra's feet, they become completely intoxicated. Completely intoxicated. In that condition, they laugh at Lord Brahma and the other demigods, condemn the impersonalist yogis, and do not consider the great devotees of Lord Vishnu, who do not worship Lord Gaurachandra, to be very important. Let us glorify that Lord Gaurachandra. What benefit did the world attain when Lord Rama, Lord Nrsimha, and many other incarnations of Godhead killed so many Rakshasas and deity demons, Daitya demons? How important is it that Lord Kapila and other incarnations revealed the paths of Sankhya and Yoga? How glorious is it that Lord Brahma and other Guna avatars create, maintain and destroy the material universes? How auspicious is it that Lord Varaha lifted the earth from the Garbhodaka ocean? We do not consider any of these activities to be very important. The most important thing is that Lord Chaitanya has revealed the great splendor of pure love of Krishna. Let us glorify that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Well, let me offer my respectful obeisances to Lord Chaitanya Chandra, whose face is as splendid as millions of moons, and whose smile is as charming as moonlight. He is like a moon that has just risen from the ocean of the bliss of pure love of Lord Krishna. O Lord Chaitanya Chandra, by devotedly serving your lotus feet, one can attain the pure love of our God Krishna. That is the ultimate goal of all endeavors. O Lord Chaitanya Chandra, O great auspiciousness of the world, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Moving his hands and feet, raising the two golden rods of his arms, trembling as he dances, and feet trembling as he dances, and loudly calling out Hari Hari. In ecstatic bliss, Lord Chaitanya Chandra vanquishes the inauspiciousness of this world. To that Lord Chaitanya Chandra, whose eyes are like two large lotus flowers, who is immersed in tasting the sweet nectar of pure love of Krishna, and who is the crest jewel of all incarnations, I offer my respectful obeisances. O Lord Chaitanya Chandra, O Lord whose form is full of blissful pastimes, O Lord whose complexion is as splendid as gold, O Lord who gives in charity the nectar of pure love for Lord Krishna, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I offer my respectful I offer my respectful obeisances to you. To Lord Hari, his eyes now like millions of rain clouds, shedding torrents of tears, the opulence of pure love of Krishna making him laugh at millions of Vaikuntha worlds. His charming handsomeness like millions of nectar oceans, and his role now that of a sannyasi. I offer my respectful obeisances. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. May Lord Chaitanya, whose shoulders are like a lion's, whose smiling cheeks are the sweetest of all sweet things, whose body displays various wonderful symptoms of ecstatic love of Krishna, whose features are as splendid as the whorl of a blossoming golden lotus flower, and who is Sri Radha and Krishna joined in a single form, protect you all. May protect you all. When he saw new rain clouds, he was reminded of Lord Krishna and became like a madman with love for him. When he saw a peacock feather, he became agitated, and when he saw a Gunja bracelet, he trembled. When he saw a dark, complexioned boy, he thought he had just seen Lord Krishna, and he became filled with fear and wonder. In this way, Golden Lord Hari preached the glories of pure devotional love for himself, creating that tidal waves in the ocean of mercy. Splendidly dressed in wonderful saffron garments, as glorious as the sunrise, and glowing with the nectar of pure love of Krishna. May the wonderful and handsome moon of Lord Chaitanya, which has risen from the milk ocean of Sachi's womb, enter the sky of your heart. Enter the sky of your heart. Enter the sky of your heart. Chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, his own holy names, which bring auspiciousness to the world, his hand trembling with love as he touches the knotted string about his waist to count the number of names. His face bathed in tears as he comes and goes, eager to see his own form of Lord Jagannath, and bringing great delight to the eyes of all. May the golden form of Lord Hari protect you all. Uprooting the sense, uprooting the dense darkness in the hearts of the entire world, making the nectar ocean of bliss, of pure love of Krishna overflow its shores without limit, and cooling this universe tormented by the threefold miseries. May the splendid moonlight of the moon of Lord Chaitanya Chandra eternally shine within your hearts. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Wow. These qualities surpass the three modes, miseries. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Uprooting the dense darkness in the hearts of the entire world, making the nectar ocean of the bliss of pure love of Krishna overflow its shores without limit, and cooling this universe tormented by the threefold miseries. May the splendid moonlight of the moon of Lord Chaitanya Chandra eternally shine within your hearts. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Well, to see a word coming from a beloved devotee, to hear a sound vibration from a beloved devotee, how can I know? How can I know him? How can I know him? How can I Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. How can I long for him? How can I miss him? How can I feel this attraction for him? How can I feel? How, when? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. This is another approach. This surpasses waiting. Longing is a different mood. It surpasses waiting. Longing for the attraction. The attraction accompanies me all the way. There's always a new attraction. There's always a new love. There's always a new eye-catching, ear-catching vibration. There's always a mood. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. The separation continues. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. It's so simple. Chanting and sharing. Chanting is sharing. Listening. Chanting, remembering. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I feel like a nomad. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In previous times, people earned some money by transporting goods. So, what is going on now? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now I feel maintained by Lord Chaitanya, Morani my Prabhu, Pandit Najar. I feel protected, maintained, nourished. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. He nourishes my soul awareness, my connection with the super soul, my connection my awareness. The awareness of the spirit soul. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I want to dance with you, so let's see who's you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. My mood can change when I see a name. My mood can see when I see a word. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Wow, Janaki Devidasi, beautiful. My Sachi. Hare Krishna. Yay, guitar Tom. Krishna, Hare Hare. Thanks, Janaki, for sharing. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Wow. Hare Hare. My Sachi. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What shall we do with this drunken sailor? What shall we do with this drunken fool? Drunken Whoa. Let's go to another pastime of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Hare Krishna, Krishna. I like an old one, like where he's ecstatic. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chapter 14. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's feelings of separation from Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakti Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakti Vrinda. I shall now describe a very small portion of the activities performed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his mind, intelligence and body when he was bewildered by strong feelings of separation from Krishna. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All glories to Gaura Chandra, the life and soul of his devotees. All glories to Lord Nityananda, who is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's very life. And all glories to Advaita Acharya, who is extremely dear to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All glories to Swarupa Damodar and all the other devotees, headed by Srivas Thakur. Please give me the strength to describe the character of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's emotion of transcendental madness in separation from Krishna is very deep and mysterious. Even though one is very advanced and learned, he cannot understand it. How can one describe unfathomable subject matters? It is possible only if Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives him the capability. Swarupa Damodar Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami recorded all these transcendental activities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in their notebooks. In those days, Swarupa Damodar and Raghunath Das Goswami lived with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whereas all other commentators lived far away from him. These two great personalities, Swarupa Damodar and Raghunath Das Goswami, recorded the activities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu moment by moment. They described these activities briefly as well as elaborately in their notebooks. Swarupa Damodar wrote short notes, whereas Raghunath Das Goswami wrote elaborate descriptions. I shall now describe Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's activities more elaborately, as if fluffing out compressed cotton. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please hear faithfully this description of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's ecstatic emotions. Thus you will come to know of his ecstatic love, and ultimately you will achieve love of Godhead. Yes, that's what I want. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt separation from Krishna, his condition exactly corresponded to that of the gopis in Vrindavan after Krishna's departure from Mathura. The lamentation of Srimati Radharani when Uddhava visited Vrindavan gradually became a feature of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's transcendental madness. Wow. The lamentation of Srimati Radharani when Uddhava visited Vrindavan gradually became a feature of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's transcendental madness. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's emotions exactly corresponded to those of Srimati Radharani when she met Uddhava. The Lord always conceived of himself in her position, and sometimes thought that he was Srimati Radharani herself. So, identification becomes so involved, wow, Hare Krishna, that you're losing your own position, your own identification. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Of course, from within, when you are experiencing this from within, you don't know what is madness. It feels like ecstasy, not like madness. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You just surrender. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I don't feel any disturbances from outsiders. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's emotions exactly corresponded to those of Srimati Radharani when she met Uddhava. The Lord always conceived of himself in her position, and sometimes thought he was Srimati Radharani herself. Such is the state of transcendental madness. Why is it difficult to understand? When one is highly elevated in love of Krishna, he becomes transcendentally mad and talks like a madman. When the ecstatic emotion of enchantment gradually progresses, it becomes similar to bewilderment. Then one reaches the stage of astonishment, vachitri, which awakens transcendental madness. Udgurna and Chitrajalpa are two among the many divisions of transcendental madness. One day when he was resting, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dreamed he saw Krishna performing his rasa dance. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw Lord Krishna standing with his beautiful body curved in 3 places, holding his flute to his lips, wearing yellow garments and garlands of forest flowers. He was enchanting even to Cupid. The gopis were dancing in a circle, and in the middle of that circle Krishna, the son of Maharaj Nanda, danced with Radharani. Seeing this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was overwhelmed with the transcendental mellow of the rasa dance. And he thought, now I am with Krishna in Vrindavan. When Govinda saw that the Lord had not yet risen, he awakened him, understanding that he had only been dreaming. The Lord was somewhat unhappy. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed his customary daily duties, and at the usual time he went to see Lord Jagannath in the temple. As he viewed Lord Jagannath from behind the Garuda column, hundreds and thousands of people in front of him were seeing the deity. Suddenly, a woman from Orissa, unable to see Lord Jagannath because of the crowd, climbed the column of Garuda, placing her foot on Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's shoulder. When he saw this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's personal servant Govinda hastily got her down from her position. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, however, chastised him for this. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to Govinda, "O Adivasya, uncivilized man, do not forbid this woman to climb the Garuda Stamba. Let her see Lord Jagannath to her satisfaction." When the woman came to her senses, however, she quickly climbed back down to the ground and, seeing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, immediately begged at his lotus feet for forgiveness. Seeing the woman's eagerness, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Lord Jagannath has now bestowed so much eagerness upon me. She has fully absorbed her body, mind and life in Lord Jagannath. Therefore, she was unaware that she was putting her foot on my shoulder. Alas, how fortunate this woman is. I pray at her feet that she favor me with her great eagerness to see Lord Jagannath." Well, I want to know the Sanskrit words. Aho, alas, Bhagyavati, very, very fortunate. Ay, she, Vandi, let me offer prayers. Ihara Paye, at her feet. Ihara Prasad, by her favor, I chase such arti eagerness. Amarava Haya, may be mine. Well, Ihara Prasade Aichiarti Amarava Haya, at her feet. By her favor, such eagerness may be mine. By her favor, such eagerness may be mine. Wow. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. She has fully absorbed her body, mind and life in Lord Jagannath. Therefore she was unaware that she was putting her foot on my shoulder. Alas, how fortunate this woman is. I pray at her feet that she favor me with her great eagerness to see Lord Jagannath. Just previously, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has been seeing Lord Jagannath as Krishna, the son of Maharaj Nanda, in person. Becoming fully absorbed in that vision, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had assumed the mood of the gopis. So much so that everywhere he looked, he saw Krishna standing with his flute to his lips. Wow. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Becoming fully absorbed in that vision, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had assumed the mood of the gopis. swapnera of the dream, darshanavesh, by being fully absorbed in the vision. Tatrupa, like that, Hailamana, the mind became Yahantahan, anywhere and everywhere. Deka sees Sarvatra, all around. Murali Vadana, Krishna with his flute to his mouth. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Being fully absorbed in the vision, Darshanavesh. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Darshanavesh. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Darshana Avesh. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. After seeing the woman, the Lord's external consciousness returned, and he saw the original deity forms of Lord Jagannath, Subhadra, and Lord Balaram. When he saw the deities, Lord Chaitanya thought he was seeing Krishna in Kurukshetra. He wondered, have I come to Kurukshetra? Where is Vrindavan? Lord Chaitanya grew very much agitated, like a person who has just lost a recently acquired jewel. Then he became very morose and returned home. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sat down on the ground and began to mark it with his fingernails. He was blinded by tears which flowed from his eyes, like the Ganges. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I found Krishna, the Lord of Vrindavan, but I have lost him again. Who has taken my Krishna? Where have I come? When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dreamed of the rasa dance, he was fully absorbed in transcendental bliss. But when his dream broke, he thought he had lost a precious jewel. Thus, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would chant and dance, always absorbed in the bliss of transcendental madness. He carried out the necessities of the body, such as eating and bathing, merely out of habit. Oh yes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. He carried out the necessities of the body, such as eating and bathing, merely out of habit. At night, Lord Chaitanya would reveal to Swarupa Damodar and Ramanandarai the ecstatic feelings of his mind. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, at first my mind somehow achieved the treasure of Krishna, but it again lost him. Therefore I gave up my body and home because of lamentation and accepted the religious principles of a Kapalika yogi. Then my mind went to Vrindavan with its disciples, my senses. Having lost his acquired gem, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became overwhelmed with lamentation by remembering its attributes. Then, grasping the necks of Ramanandarai and Swarupa Damodar Goswami, he cried, Alas, where is my Lord Hari? Where is Hari? Finally he became restless and lost all patience. My dear friends, he said, please hear of Krishna's sweetness. Because of a great desire for that sweetness, my mind has given up all social and Vedic religious principles and taken to the profession of begging exactly like a mystic yogi. The ring of Krishna's Rasalila, manufactured by Sukadeva Goswami, the most auspicious craftsman, is as pure as an earring made from a conch shell. The yogi of my mind is wearing that earring upon his ear. From a gourd he has carved out the bowl of my aspirations, and he has taken the bag of my expectations on his shoulder. Okay. Well, he has taken the bag of my expectations on his shoulder. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. There's so much in this. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. The ring of Krishna's Rasalila, manufactured by Sukadeva Goswami. The most auspicious craftsman is as pure as an earring made from a conch shell. The yogi of my mind is wearing that earring upon his ear. From a gourd he has carved out the bowl of my aspirations, and he has taken the bag of my expectations on his shoulder. I feel there is more in this. Lalita could find more. Srila Karahaidas could find more in this. Yohan. The yogi of my mind wears the torn kilt of anxiety on his dirty body. The yogi of my mind wears the torn kilt of anxiety on his dirty body, which is covered with dust and ashes. His only words are, "Alas, Krishna." He wears 12 bangles of distress on his wrist and a turban of greed on his head. Because he has not yet eaten anything, he is very thin. The great yogi of my mind always studies the poetry and discussions of Lord Krishna's Vrindavan pastimes in Srimad Bhagavatam and other scriptures. Great saintly yogis like Vyasadeva and Sukadeva Goswami have described Lord Krishna as a super soul beyond all material contamination. The mystic yogi of my mind has assumed the name Mahabaula and made disciples of my 10 senses. Thus my mind has gone to Vrindavan, leaving aside the home of my body and the great treasure of material enjoyment. Wow. In Vrindavan he goes from door to door begging alms with all his disciples. He begs from both the moving and the inert inhabitants, the citizens, the trees and the creepers. In this way he lives on fruits, roots and leaves. The gopis of Vrajabhumi always taste the nectar of Krishna's attributes. His beauty, his sweetness, his aroma, the sound of his flute and the touch of his body. My mind's 5 disciples, the senses of perception, gather the remnants of that nectar from the gopis and bring them to the yogi of my mind. The senses maintain their lives by eating those remnants. There is a solitary garden where Krishna enjoys his pastimes, and in one corner of the pavilion, in that garden, the yogi of my mind, along with his disciples, practices mystic yoga. Wanting to see Krishna directly, this yogi remains awake throughout the night, meditating on Krishna, who is the super soul, uncontaminated by the three modes of nature. When my mind lost the association of Krishna and could no longer see him, he became depressed and took up mystic yoga. In the void of separation from Krishna, he experienced 10 transcendental transformations. Agitated by these transformations, my mind fled, leaving my body. His place of residence empty. Thus I am completely entranced. Wow, I want to continue this. I want to continue this while in my dreams, in my dream, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Yeah, it's late here, very late. Hare Krishna. Thank you for letting me feel your presence. Wow. Knowing that you you are transcendentally present. Wow. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Thank you, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Thank you, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra. Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.